Thank you, sir. Hearty congratulations, SPARSH team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, decoding continues. Yes, more and more to come. Next, Robo Persian to assist us once again for the second launch, and Dr. Guravareddy to do the honors. Yeah, Robo Persian, we need your help. Doctor, 1 second. Now this is in a different way. Please leave your thumb impression to activate the launch.
Your thumb print to activate the launch.
Yes, thumb impression.
Activating the launch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Eyes to your right, ladies and gentlemen. 3D printer. 3D printing technology, the future of high accuracy surgery and customized implants, is a game changer in surgical intervention. Progressive, promising steps by the SPARSH team. Once again, hearty congratulations to the entire SPARSH family. And obviously, this is all happening because of this name, Dr. Sharan Shivraj Patil. May we once again we all join our hands together and convey our hearty congratulations. Thank you so much. You've been so wonderful. And now we listen to his keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sharan Shivraj Patil.
Good evening, everybody. Firstly, Dr. Ashwath Narayan, the Minister for ITBT. It's an absolute honor for us to have you here, sir. You're both a doctor and at the same time now our Minister for IT and BT. We couldn't find a more appropriate person to do this launch for us and see the future of healthcare in which direction it is going. Thank you again for being here. Dr. Guravareddy, my guru, my friend, the one who has nudged me in this direction. Thank you, Guruva, for coming here in spite of your bad cold and cough. Thank you for being here. Our partners, Meenakshi and the Striker team, thank you for making this happen today. My media friends, it's amazing your support we have had for over the last 16 years. Thank you again, once again, for being here. Fellow Sparsians, dear friends, it's an absolute honor for us as Sparsians to have your friendship, to have your camaraderie, and be with us this evening. I just want to say a few things which have always struck me. It's many years ago I did my medicine, and we studied the human body as students of medical science. And the way we went about studying was very different from the way it is today. Every little development that has happened in the medical field is without a doubt is because of the technology. Always had an argument with my engineering friends, we are more important than them. Today I concede they have contributed the maximum to the growth of medical science. The way we look at anatomy today is very different from the way we did yesteryears. My children doing medicine, they could see layers of layers in 3 dimensions and study every muscle, nerve, vessel in a 3-dimensional way. In the way it is so nicely understood today, and the science of understanding the human anatomy is pure technology. Every organ in our body, how it functions, is much better understood today. The physiology, the pathology of every organ is so much better understood today, thanks for the extraordinary abilities with which we image and find that out. The brain mapping, which part of the brain functions how. Every hollow organ in our body has been scoped today. We put cameras through every organ and find the interiors. We put a capsule into the intestine and it stays inside for entire 24 hours and to study our entire gut, and we receive those pictures through Wi-Fi and we pick up the minutest cancer cells happening in the gut. Wonderful improvement. MRI scans, the PET scans slice every inch of our body and reconfigure, and all this is computing and 3D technology. Intervention medicine. Needless to say, the scope has become tremendous. Our radiologists, once sitting behind the machines, are all around. They go and invade the body through the vessels and tackle difficult situations, the stroke treatment, what is happening today, all because of extraordinary technology. So the human body, the way it's understood, is because of technology. Naturally, when we understand this better, we tackle it so much better. This has led to absolutely transitional research. This research, what is happening today, will blow our mind away. Somebody like me who has been in this field, when I see what's coming, it just baffles me. We don't know where we are going. There is a body called Human Longevity Incorporation. This is an American body, and they have taken it for granted we will live for 120 years in the future. They asked me, would you like to live that long? I said, no. Then they said, why Indians don't like to live that long? My answer was, if I have the vitality and energy, I would like to live that long. And that's exactly the area they're seeing, and how we can stop the aging process. Dangerous possibilities. Presumptive diagnosis is the way life is going. Even before anything happens, we need to know, so that we can prevent it. Such extraordinary science is coming into picture. Wearable devices. Today, half of you are wearing devices which will tell your heart rate, take ECG, tell what's happening, convey it to the appropriate people, and they monitor your health remotely. Wonderful. AI, deep learning, these are things which are catapulting the way we live our lives. Most importantly, sir, the healthcare from what it was, the myth of doctors know it all, nobody is supposed to question and everybody is supposed to listen and follow. That was the way healthcare has been practiced. Today it's changing forever. It's democratized like never before. You are the CEO of your own health. That's the way we are going. So everybody needs to know all information and they lead their lives the way it goes. I was surprised. I know all of us have got old parents at home, and we have given them 20 tablets to take, one for sugar, one for blood pressure, and a million other things. We give them so many tablets, and sure as anything, I'm sure everybody sitting here agrees that they mix it up. The morning one they take in the evening one never take at all. Half of them are spilt on the ground, and next day morning the maid finds that the tablets are on the floor. That's what it is. Today we have one pill. One pill which combines everything, and you take one pill, it serves your entire medical needs. And what kind of pharmacology is this? This is what is, I'm not talking about fiction, this is real. And I always believed, as a child, I saw a poster with a ballet dancer, and it said, if you can imagine it, you can be it. And I remember Shivlila's house, I gifted that to Shivlila, and it's still hanging in their house. And it clearly is a belief which I all the time had. If the mind imagines it, it can be done. And that's what science is showing us today. Classically, sir, when we were growing up, you as a medical student, your professor and my professor were the absolute gods, and we did believe nothing else. That was anecdotal medicine. That gave rise to evidence-based medicine, where we said it's not one person, but we need to prove it. Today, it is data science. And suddenly, at this moment of time, it is 6:45, an ambulance stops, people come rushing and stand next to me. Paramedical staff. I asked them, why are you here? They say, in the next 10 minutes, you're likely to have a heart attack, that's why we are here. I'm not joking. Israel's entire populations, DNA coding is done. Every little ailment is documented. The database of the entire nation, Israel, is so strong. They have predictability. If you follow the same habits, same lifestyle, this is when you're likely to have this event. They warn you 5 years in advance, unless you change your lifestyle, you're not likely to survive this. That kind of precision is coming into place. All in all, what I feel is precision is one thing the science has always, medical science has always lacked. If you have cancer today, when we go to treat cancer, there are 24 side effects we have to deal with it. Because we don't know precisely how much drug is required for which kind of person, what is his genome, and what is to be done. If we have to do a surgery, we do so much more than necessary. And this is where medical science has got a long way to go. And this is an endeavor of SPARSH to go into the science of precision, where we have least amount of unwanted effects and give the best experience for the patients to get better. Today, we have inaugurated or launched our robotic. This robot is tireless, works all the time, and it will do precisely the programming what we do, and it can do so much better than the human being can do. The pain is so much less, recovery is so much faster, and this is only a beginning. This is going to evolve into better and better and better. I keep saying today healthcare is expensive, and there are many things the healthcare needs to do. And if one doctor can treat 25 patients today, and if we can scale it up and treat 250, the world will be a better place to live. 3D printing, amazing technology. Today, we have a complex fracture happening to a person. We do not have a complete idea till we open up and see what is there inside. We have images, but the 3D printing has changed the technology completely. We have a complete model of a human part, which we can study, rehearse our surgical act, and then go in. And more than that, the implants, what we put in, can be precisely printed and suited. Instead of taking it out of the shelf, we have customized implants. The O-arm, Arvind knows much more about this. O-arm and the 3D microscope do wonderful things. In anatomy, you all agree, when we are studying anatomy, we looked at the books and said nerve is yellow, and then we have the vein which looks blue and the artery which looks red. And when you go into the human body, it looks nothing like that. But today, we have fluorescent technology, where the parts of the brain can be colored and seen through the microscope, and precisely that part of the brain which has got a tumor can be taken out, leaving the person intact. And that we're able to do at SPARSH Hospital is absolute privilege for us. Thanks to the technology, we can do so much more precisely and so much better. So, I strongly believe India is poised. For us, healthcare has to be more precise, less errors. We have to reach out to many more people. It has to be more patient-friendly, accessible to most people. Rural India, Africa, there are so many areas where we don't access good healthcare. And that is what is important. I know, as a person in the government, you also feel it needs to be accessible, means it has to be affordable. And I think the technology is the only way healthcare can become more affordable. When we get the machines to do the work, what we do, as precisely, the artificial intelligence, the virtual reality with which we train and function, if all these come reality, we will be the best people. In India, we produce maximum number of doctors, nurses, technicians. We can be the biggest exporter of the medical science. We can take care of the entire Africa. Medical tourism is very big today. And I really, every time I get an opportunity, to the people in power, when I get a chance to talk, I think it's up to us as a nation to get ourselves poised in this direction. We as private healthcare providers will stand with you shoulder to shoulder in the dream to make healthcare affordable and accessible to everybody. Let me finish by saying, all good, technology is great, accessible, affordable, live for 120 years, everything is good. But none of this is of any value. My friend Anand keeps telling, this world, end of the day, is all about people. It is the emotions. It is the relations. It is all about how we feel for each other. And at SPARSH, we strongly believe SPARSH Anubhava, the experience, patient experience, not just for the patient but the relatives, is the core at what we do. In the mirage of all this technology, we don't want to forget we are dealing with human beings. We want to deal with compassion, care, and we want to take care of every emotion, not only of the patients, but all the families. We have launched a program called SPARSH Anubhava, another inspiration from Guruva, where patient is the center of everything we do. Every meeting starts with patient care and ends with patient care. Every decision which is good for the patient and the family is good for the organization. I would say we, as Sparsians, all of us here, will promise the community and the society we live in. We will live with the values of faith, hope, and love. And thank you once again for supporting us in this vision. Thank you.
It was seen, it was heard, and it was definitely felt in all those promising positive words. Sparsh Anubhava felt, he made us feel all that, Dr. Sharan Patil. So kudos to you. Once again, loads and loads of thanks to you, sir. And now it's all about Stryker Mako. How is it? How does it operate? Few impressions to be shared by Stryker MD Meenakshi Nivetia.
Thank you so much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meenakshi, and it's a really, really proud moment for us. A lot of my Stryker team members are here, but I want to start by thanking Dr. Sharan Patil for bringing Mako to Bangalore, to Sparsh. Just a few words about it before I really talk about Mako itself. We as Stryker, our mission is to deliver a better healthcare. So we really believe together with our customers, we are driven to make healthcare better. And as Dr. Patil described, technology can help diagnose patients better, technology can help plan surgeries better, and technology can help surgeons deliver exactly what they planned. And that's where something like Mako comes in. It's our orthopedic robot. We launched it a few years ago in the US. Now we have almost 1,500 installations across the country. But for us as the team India, it's very, very important to bring this technology to hospitals and centers where surgeons such as Dr. Gurva Reddy, Dr. Sharan Patil truly believe in the power of technology and truly believe that technology can actually lead to much better patient outcomes. So with that, to have Mako finally here in Sparsh Hospital for Sparsh patients is a real privilege and a real honor. So I just wanted to start by first saying huge thank you to Dr. Patil. And Dr. Reddy, I think, who showed the way to many of us in Stryker in terms of what is possible when you get the technology right, when you get the focus right, what you can deliver. So again, a very big thank you. Maybe just a few things that I would like to add from an overall perspective and how we think about technology. I think, as you heard, our role is not just to bring the technology, but to really make sure the technology is used for better patient care. And that's where we feel it's our responsibility to just bring those very, very focused technologies which can directly translate into patient benefits. And with that, again, Mako has proven to do that across the globe. Like I said, 1,500 installations, but more importantly, at least on many hundred thousands of patients who've benefited from it. Dr. Patil talked a little bit about what he expects from surgery. He talked about less pain. He talked about faster discharge of patients so that patients can go home better, and overall patients can have a much, much better experience. And once again, I want to say that's what we aim to deliver with our technology, and that's what we would like you, Dr. Patil, to hold us accountable to, that each of your patients who undergo a Mako robotic surgery feel the difference, feel the pain much less, and can get discharged much quicker. So that's our commitment as Team Stryker, and looking forward to really taking this program, taking this platform forward with you. So once again, a huge thank you and congratulations, and look forward to the partnership. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. A wonderful bouquet of flowers waiting for you, ma'am.
I think Robot SPARSH has to come, right?
Here it is. Can we have it here, please? Robo is not ready. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, MD Striker Meenakshi Nivetia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Namma Bengaluru has SPARSH. Namma Hyderabad has sunshine. Namma Bengaluru has Shiva, that is Dr. Sharan Shivraj Patil. So Namma Bengaluru has Shiva, Hyderabad has Gurava. Both for medical care, for health care. Sir, we wait for your words. Please welcome Dr. A.V. Gurava Reddy.
Good evening, everyone. I won't take much of your time, but I got to tell a couple of things today. First of all, it's an honor to be sharing the stage with a doctor turned politician, and our information technology minister, KTR, is also a very dynamic man like you said. It's a privilege to be with you, and it's a great honor. And Sharon and me are friends for almost 20 years. And we have traveled together, we work together in England, and we are traveling together in India. The technology, the Striker, the Mako, I'm slightly ahead of Sharon. I took it just pre-COVID. We have done already more than 3,000 robotic knee replacements in Hyderabad. Probably I'm very proud to share that we are the fastest per robotic to do so many joint replacements in the world. And I can convincingly say for all the press people here and all the other non-medical people, this is the only way to get a knee replacement or hip replacement done. I'm telling not as a marketing manager of Striker, they are not giving me any money, but this is out of conviction after doing 3,000 surgeries. Because the pain is less and the recovery is so fast, on the second day patients keep walking. And again, this is the only robot which has got hip replacement also. I don't know whether how many people of you know, post-COVID, the hip surgeries have become more, the hip problems have become more because of the avascular necrosis of the hip joint. And now the percentage of the avascular necrosis is almost 50% more, and some of them need hip replacement surgeries. And in the hip replacement surgery, one of the commonest complication is dislocation. That means unless you put the cup properly, hips dislocate. With the Mako, the dislocation is zero, because it will take all the calculations into consideration and put this one. And in the manual, you have to ream 10-15 times the bone, and here it is a single ream, so the bone is well preserved. Like that, the another advantage of the robot is partial knee replacement. That means all the people do not need total knee replacement. There is one entity called partial knee replacement, where half of the knee which is damaged is taken out and put a new joint. So that is called partial knee, which needs a lot of precision, accuracy, and which is possible with Mako robot. Now the technology you all know, and Sharon already elucidated, the driverless cars are there. They can drive 20,000 times better than humans. They will take all the permutations, combinations, including a flying bird also. And those are such safer cars in the future. Like that, the ultrasounds and all that have come 3D. Before being born, you can see your child, how handsome it is. So like that, the technology has revolutionized the medical care as well. But let me tell you, as Sharon rightly told, unless it has got a human face, it is nothing more than an MR scan. That is where SPARSH Hospital and Sharon will come into picture. Because Sharon is one of the few people in India who has got that entrepreneurial, at the same time humane touch, which is really a compelling qualifications for any doctor. Because doctors, they tend to lose the focus once they become entrepreneurs and they are after financial balance sheet. But I have seen Sharon over the last 20 years, he is the one who gives a lot of value to the emotional balance sheet as well. And that is very important. I would urge all the Bangalore people to appreciate this, because the healthcare in India is taking a dramatic change. A lot of multinational companies coming from abroad, and they become so corporatized, you won't have any human face for the healthcare in the future. That is where SPARSH and Sharon